It's Power 106, Brown Bag Mornings, Buenos Dias. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Legend in our presence, legend in our presence.
Yep.
Tech9ne, baby. Good morning, Tech.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Tech.
I like that. I like that.
See? You're like, let us go to a show.
Let's go. I'll be here soon with Bone Thugs and Harmony. And
I know we were looking at that lineup.
I'll be near here soon, I think.
Okay. Does that get set up by you, Tech9ne?
They have to call
lineup?
us. You know, they have to call us and they go, hey, we want Tech9ne.
Mm-hmm.
Just like it's a tour before that with the Falling in Reverse that I go on for 13 days.
Yeah.
13 dates. And then I go on that one, you know, with 3 6 Mafia and Bone and DJ Quick, yeah.
I guess you being somebody that's clearly you have your own tours and you're the business and everything that you've done and you've been able to be self-sufficient and self-made. Yes. When you go on other people's tours, are you like judging it like
yeah, because we're so efficient when we
like you have it's almost militaristic I hear.
So
like no drinking, nothing.
If it's some bull crap, you know, so we're gonna feel it like, oh, this is horrible.
Yeah. We would never.
But we go up there and we do our thing. You know, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, because it's about the fan, you know. Mm-hmm. It ain't about how spoiled we are.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Tech9ne, this is your 26th album?
Damn.
Bruh.
Wow.
26 heaters, though.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to my guy Maximo. Maximo does photography. I met him at Rock the Bells.
Oh.
And so me and him kind of are like, bro, like we have our little backpacks on all day, every day.
Yes.
And we're talking about your shows and just your capability to still keep on like the young guns.
Right.
Like there's no misstep in how you cater your shows, craft your albums and all of that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, man. 26 though. I stopped counting. I just write my life. So when you said it, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We just going. I'm writing my life as it happens, you know, and as long as I have life, I'm gonna keep on writing.
Sheesh, you know something you did on this album, which I love. You're telling stories, like you're taking when you just said Jordans, that J6 record, J6s.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tech9ne has this song, and he's talking about all the cool stuff that happened in his lucky J6s, his black infrareds, Jordans.
Yes.
Those stories, they just automatically tie a shoe head to you, because we always remember those moments.
That's all I had back then in 91. You know, it was a drought. Things were going wrong in our neighborhood, you know. So the rap contest happened and I entered it and I wanted it and it fell on my graduation day. So I had to choose which one I was going to do. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And he went to the rap show. He wins. Wearing the Jordan, J6s, same year. Was it same day?
It's the same year that Jordan won his first championship.
Oh, wow.
And I thought that was like crazy because he probably looks at them as his lucky shoes as well.
Wow.
I can't wait to ask him.
Yeah.
Wow. J6s is a banger too.
It is really good.
Oh nah.
So there's been three servings of the album so far that drops this Friday.
Yes.
And I do like that you have that record J6s, which is a turn up one.
Yes.
And then you have This I Know, which is way more spiritual.
Yes.
But then RDV's low key gangbanging.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's actually the origin of what happened in our neighborhood in the mid 80s.
Yeah.
Some guys from out here moved into our neighborhood.
Kansas City.
You know what I'm saying? And I was just given the history.
Okay, that has me tripped out because he mentions in this again telling stories, and I love it. I already know you got your flows down. You're gonna always create great music, but this is I feel like an incredible story out. Like
it is.
Like it's cinematic.
Yes, it is.
So when in RDV he talks about how some fool from LA went to Kansas City and just fuck shit up over there.
Yeah.
Just did it all. Blame Los Angeles.
Yeah.
What was it?
It was you want me to talk about this?
Yeah.
37th Street Fruittown Brim moved into our neighborhood and turned it all red in the mid 80s.
That's insane.
And they're the ones that had all the money and all the girls and everybody wanted to follow them. And I was one of them.
Yeah, I was one of them.
While in red.
This is how the Road Dog villains were.
Let's go.
You know, this is how they were born.
Yeah, you're gonna have everyone chanting the Road Dog villains.
Yeah.
I love it.
Actually, Villain was already a gang before Bloods moved into our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So the two gangs merged, you know what I'm saying, after a while, after fighting each other for a while.
Yeah.
Tech, have you ever, I know you're going on tour with DJ Quick, and I'm sure you've like had a relationship with him in the past. You ever talk to him about Just Like Compton? Because like he's just like, this place is just like Compton.
It's just like Compton.
Yeah.
Never talked to him about it. You know what I mean? We've had several conversations, but not about that. You know what I mean? Because we already knew before that song came out that it was just like Compton.
Yeah. That's dope.
All right, N9ne, we got you in here, and something really cool that I read is that you've been sober for 4 years now.
4 years now.
And it was after a doctor told you, like, hey, that's it.
He said I've been drinking like a rock star since I was in my mid-teens.
Yeah.
So he said, if you keep on going this way, your heart's going to explode, you're going to die. I said, I quit.
Yeah.
My wife said, I'm going to quit with you.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that support.
So that would be crazy if he's like, all right, babe, I'm just taking shots. While
Either you're going to evolve together or evolve apart.
That's important.
How
We've been evolving
was the
together.
process of, obviously being on tour, the nightlife and the drinking? Like, how was the process of phasing that out?
I just stopped cold turkey, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to live, man. You know what I'm sizzling? It's like I just stopped partying. I started going to sleep after the show instead of tearing my voice apart, going to parties afterwards and kicking it all night till 4 and 5 in the morning. I just started going to sleep after I eat, after I get off stage. You know what I'm sizzling? And it wasn't hard for me because I got myself off drugs back in the day in 2006, 2007. When I was taking a lot of Molly, saying shrooms, acid, GHB, everything. Not everything. I didn't do no coke. I never did no coke. I never did no heroin.
Never did the
but
beat
everything
fight, you
else,
guys.
I was there. You know what I'm saying? So I got myself off of that too. So I've always had discipline. That was taught to me by my stepfather. My Christian mama married a Muslim when I was 12. So I had to, from Christianity, I had to study Islam from 12 to 17 when I ran away from home. You know what I'm sizzling? So I learned discipline and I attribute it to that. You know what I mean?
Wow. That's low key like in the movie Slumdog Millionaire, where everything that happened to him in his life kind of led him to a point, and he's been able to take him in and use those as tools.
Right.
You talk about that part of your life, and it wasn't easy, Tech. Like what ended up happening to your mother and the
psychiatric wards and everything. Yes.
And do you think that even helped, I guess, not necessarily calling it strange, but developing you as a personality?
Everything my mom showed me. I was born in 71. She took me to go see Carrie in 76.
Shut up. The movie Carrie, the scary movie
Yeah,
Carrie.
scary movie. In 78, when John Carpenter premiered Halloween, she took me to that.
Wow.
In Kansas City, Missouri.
What were you like? Would you ever like, yes, I like it, or no, I don't want to? Or
I loved it from the beginning. It was scary as hell.
Yeah.
But I loved it from the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm young, dude.
Yeah.
Around the Halloween season, she would take me to haunted houses like the Main Street Morgue and Dr. Deadly's Haunted Hospital. Everything just such a fun Christian mother. You know what I'm saying? Also, she took me to Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus, and Ararat Shrine Circus, where I was terrified of clowns, and I later on became the killer clown lyrically.
I know.
You know what I mean? So
Wow.
her having epilepsy and my stepfather putting her in psychiatric wards and visiting her in multiple psychiatric wards is why I wear scrubs on stage. So everything, my mom, from the killer clown to the scrubs on stage to the darkness with Michael Myers of hip hop and everything, came from my Christian mother, Marty Sue Yates Khalifa. She saved my life. I used all those tools and applied it to N9ne.
Do you still like all the scary movies?
Incredible,
Yes,
Tech.
I got a clown shrine in my.
I get it, because it's like you're turning it on its head. It used to scare me, now not. I own this.
She told me back in the day when I was young, she said, your Dracula toy, as opposed to your G.I. Joe and your Star Wars toys, are the same. It's just dark imagery. You can't give it any energy.
Right.
People think you can. She taught me that early on, and I love her for that, man.
Yeah, man. And I guess you having that perspective allowed you to go in lanes that other people don't, not having experienced that.
Right.
You became again that strange part of hip hop.
Exactly.
But now all of hip hop's there.
Right, right.
You see people kind of teeter on that line.
When I had red spiked hair, I was the weirdo, but now everybody has
Everybody
red
does.
hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, now it burnt my hair out. You know what I'm saying? So I posted this thing, Lil Yachty, Lil Uzi Vert, Trippie Redd, all y'all, be careful because this is the result.
All right. How would you dye your hair? Was it someone else or was it you?
No, I was N9ne early on, so I was popping and had money, so I could go get it done professionally.
Okay.
So I would go to like Paul Mitchell in Kansas City, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they call it pulling. They would dye it bleach blonde. It pulls, and then you put the color on it. And I did it so long that it just burnt my stuff out.
Insane.
Yeah.
Was there like a style like you tried and you're like, nah, I can't go out like this? Because it sounded like you could go out with anything.
What you mean?
Like if it was like, oh, they did pink, I can't go out like this.
Nah. Because when they first did it, it was burnt orange. I wanted it red the whole time. They couldn't really get it to pull. So
color.
2001, when you see angelic pictures, it's burnt orange. But then Absolute Power came and it was fire engine red.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Finally got it, you know?
Tech, do you ever get frustrated if you see, like, you did a lot of things first, obviously, right? You've been around a long time and you've been innovative.
Yes.
And other people say, like, oh, look at what I did first. Then you're like, dude, I did that in 96.
I don't have to say it because fans been tuned
do it
in
for
for
you.
so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
I'm like, since MySpace and before, you know, so they've been tuned in, you know.
Yeah.
So when somebody say they did something, nope, Tech-9 did it, I just sit there and laugh like, hey, I ain't gotta say nothing.
What's like one newer artist where you see their style and you're like, that's dope? Like the way that they dress, the way that they have their hair and stuff like that.
There's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, he's dope.
Yeah.
The way he wears hair, style is dope. You know what I'm saying? Lil Wayne, he birthed a lot of people when it comes to their appearance and how they look with the dreads.
Going against the grain of what would be quote unquote cool, like figuring that what that look is for yourself. But you have this record Yoda. I have yet to hear it, but that drops a video with Lil Wayne. That drops with the whole album, right?
It's a big one. Yeah, it's a big one. The video comes out on Friday with the album. It's a song called Yoda. It's about being how I was young, wanting to be a master MC. You know, a master as in a Jedi-like MC, you know. And I became it, you know. And I wrote, X-Rated always calls me Yoda, so I said, you know what, I'm going to do a song called Yoda, talking about when I was sitting on 5816 4s thinking, how can I get in these ciphers with these grown-up dudes, and I'm just going to go out there and rap, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So Yoda is that story, but the way I wrote it, I'll never do it again. You know,
really?
I'll never do it.
Bro,
it's the hardest thing that I ever done.
And you do hard things. This is what I was like, even the chopper style flow and these things that you've been able to kind of make normal into your, I guess, category and your arsenal of what you can do as a rapper. I was gonna say, is there anything that's difficult for you? But this Yoda,
because I thought it was a cool idea to talk like Yoda and make it rhyme.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
a
Jedi Skywalker is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to, so I had to go into it like, broke I am.
Yeah. Instead of I am broke. A lot of fragments.
So I had to rhyme that, equivalent to a whopping 20 tons of pure dope, my jams. Ooh, you know. I got to the last verse, the last bar. The last bar of the first verse, and I'm like, ooh, I got 2 more verses. Oh my God. Why did I do this to myself?
Did Wayne come on it the same, or he's like,
no.
I can't do that?
Well, I talked to Wayne about it on the video shoot, on the video set, you know what I mean? And I said to him, I was like, man, this rhyme was so hard to do. And he understood. He's like, yeah, you're talking backwards. I'm like, whoa. Because I didn't think people would get it.
Yeah.
Because I'm rapping so dope I am. Equivalent to a rapping 20 tons of pure dope, my jams. Have your rhyming ticket revoked, I can. In front of a really starving killer goat, white stand. You know, I'm rapping.
Bruh,
they don't know it's going backwards.
Yeah.
You know, because it sounds so good. They're like, okay, he's just rapping. No, it's talking like Yoda through the whole 3 verses. And it was so hard to do. And it took me a while to write it. I was on the Falling in Reverse tour last year writing it, man. And I'm like, why did I do this to myself? But the result is massive.
I love that you challenged yourself then too. You know, I know I mentioned so Lil Wayne's gonna be a part of the video, but you have no features on this album.
No features on the verses at all.
It's just Tech-9.
Yes, just Tech-9.
That must have been a challenge in itself.
Yeah, it was, because I didn't have no idea to do anything like this. But my homeboy Black Walt was like, we want to hear you. The fans want to hear you. We don't want to hear all your collaborations. You got some cool collaborations,
You do
Tech.
kill it there,
but we fast forward and go to your verses. I'm like, nah, man, this is boring, man. And then my partner agreed, like, yeah, you need to try it, man. So I got into the 3rd song. I chose a producer that Walt hooked me up with, you know, since his name is Jay Peasy. I chose 17 beats from him because he had the best. And none of the songs sound alike.
No,
you know
not even these 3 like sampler songs that we got. None of them sound the same
or redundant at all, you know, and the stories are real. I didn't use any fluff, you know, for entertainment purposes or nothing. I told it exactly how it happened, real names and everything. You know.
Bruh.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's refreshing even hearing you talk about writing 3 verses, because a lot of times now we see artists are dropping like a hook, a verse, a hook, right?
That's the new era, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you I found out when writing this album, when you're telling a story about your life, you can't tell it in one verse.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about multiple things in J6's, the first verse, talking about, I forgot what I was talking about, but
The rap contest was until the 3rd verse.
yeah, the rap contest, the 3rd verse. The 2nd verse was like somebody was getting, my neighbor was domestic violence. You know what I mean? I had to go down there and try
And
to
you stopped
rescue her. You know what I'm saying? And
Crazy.
you know, it's like to be able to talk about those 3 things, I can't do that real quick. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't care about the attention span of the new era. I'm telling my story. If you want to sit down and listen to it, you'll appreciate it. If you don't, I don't give it.
Tech Nine. This sounds like a movie. We said it's cinematic. So who would play Tech N9ne in Tech N9ne's biopic of 5816?
Jamie Foxx.
Or would you be like Snoop and voice yourself? In the NWA movie, he voiced the rapper that played him, and it sounded so weird.
Right. No, I don't know, man. Who would play Tech N9ne? Probably my son. I don't know, man.
Would that be a lot
Ice
of pressure for him?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, he does beats and, you know, he has his little job and everything. So if I say, hey, man, I want you to play me, I don't act that.
Yeah.
You don't even act that.
Tech, I wanted to know, how did you, or when did you know to build like a whole independent like music structure with like merch and like Compound and all that stuff? Like, how did you know, like, okay, I need to go in this direction?
Well, that's a story, because I got my first major record deal in '93 with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Popped my collar. Got my second record deal with Quincy Jones, Quest and Warner. Popped my collar.
Let's go.
Yep.
Go.
My third and last record deal, because those went wrong. Interscope, J-Core went terrible. To where I met my partner Travis in '98. He was a fan. He said, hey, millionaire, got a furniture business, love your music. What does it take? Takes a lot. I got a lot. Let's go. Then we showed him, we had to show him what strange music is.
Right.
You know, and we've done that for 25 years now.
Dang.
That's the story
That's
real quick.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
So I was kind of like pushed into it.
Because I feel like people didn't do that at that time.
Not a lot of people were doing it. There were independent labels like Psychopathic and I think E40 back in the day, and you know, Master P before he got the big deal or whatever. You know what I'm sizzling. I know it's a lot of them, but this was out of necessity.
Yeah.
Because nobody knew what to do with a black dude from Kansas City, Missouri, where opportunity is none, with spiked red hair, painted face, bishop's robe, strippers taking it off of you, you know what I'm saying, after the first song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't know what to do. You know, it's rock and roll and metal, it's gangster, it's gospel, it's bluesy and jazzy. And I'm like, what the? I'm a cluster off. You know what I'm saying? So, they didn't know what to do, so we know what to do. So we went town after town, you know, staying in towns for a week, partying at their house parties, just crashing them. Tech N9ne is in the house.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We have a show coming up in a week, you know. 7 people at the show. Come back again, it's 30. Come back again, it's 100, 300. Then we selling out the House of Blues. Then it grows and grows and grows.
Wow.
Beautiful.
And you're doing that at a time like right now, like if I'm an artist and I wanted to figure out like where to tour, I check my analytics, right? They have a lot of tools to them. They're like, no, we just gotta go and see what's up.
Yes. We had analytics back then, you know what I mean? Like, you got people that, you know, we got a couple of people here, but we're going to try this out too, you know what I mean? Because we've never been to Bend, Oregon, so we're going to go to Bend, Oregon and see, you know?
Okay, at what point, Tech N9ne, did girls start flashing you at shows?
Ooh, areola. Ooh, areola.
Me and Maxi were talking about, because we're talking about your shows. It's like just everybody showing their titties. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I've been blessed to I do photography, so I've been blessed to shoot a lot of your shows. And I was telling her, I was like, you should see how many photos I have of like girls just flashing.
Well, way before I did areola as a joke,
Yeah.
I was just making that song like, what is the most obnoxious stuff I could say that'll be a joke for this album that it happens more than one time in the album. And I'm in the shower like, ooh, areola. That's funny. That shirt came off, that bra came off, and ooh, you know what I'm saying? I did Flash in 06, you know, on Everready before areola.
Wow. And then
but because they were already doing it before I wrote Flash.
It fit.
But I think it's because you do such a good show and people want to say thank you.
It's the ultimate gratitude.
Like, whoa, this is what Bon Jovi and them been going through in actual roles. I'm like, wow, you know. It just happened. It just started happening.
Right.
Like, we love you, Tech Bow. You know?
And you're like,
Thank you.
So I'm like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'm going to write Flash. Flash like it's Mardi Gras. Flash, go take off your bra. Flash, talking to all of y'all. Flash, this is a party call, whatever it is. And that was the first song. It didn't really, I tried to do it once on stage. It was so slow. I'm like, I'm never doing it again.
Yeah. I guess too when you that
later,
chant.
and then it just ramped up.
Do you have an estimate on how many pairs you've seen?
In your 26 album
Put it like this.
career.
Put it like this. Over a tour. Now, I used to tour 250 shows a year, right? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the tour, we would collect. I mean, in every city, they throw us so many bras.
Yeah.
Really good ones, too.
Yeah.
Like, sure you want to give this away?
Expensive ones.
Because we figured out we're going to give it to shelters for battered women and children. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice.
So we started gathering them up. At the end of the tour, man, it's bins of bins of bras.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know,
So that many.
we came back home and the news wanted to make a story on it. You know what I'm saying? So these old ladies that run the shelter, they were like, we love you so much. You guys washed them, and they put them all out in our warehouse, and it was our whole warehouse was full of bras.
Wow.
And it's on TV, and my aunties are seeing it. They're like, and they're Christians.
Tech, did you keep
Said a
any?
prayer for you.
This is what I've been doing on tour. You know what I'm saying?
Guilty.
Tech, did you keep any of the biggest ones?
No, we donated them to shelters.
Someone in need.
Battered women and children. No,
in need.
we didn't sniff them. We're not creeps.
Now I think you did, because who would say that?
Listen, I say it on stage, so it's a natural thing. It's like we don't sniff them. We're not weirdos. We're not creeps. But we give them away. Really good bras, though. I'm talking about Victoria's Secret and Up. You know what I'm saying? Really. You know the ones that have the really big strap on the back. You know they're like
they
triple,
need it.
double.
Oh yeah.
Damn. Sometimes the bras will come up like, where did those come from?
Yeah. Where's the owner? Where's the owner? I know you're
You
missing
think
something.
you would see something that big? You know what I'm saying? Like, where did that one come from?
Hilarious.
Wow! I'd hold it up like, ooh, Ariel.
Do you ever had you ever gotten any moobs? Any man boobs?
They try it.
Yeah.
They try it.
They always try.
They
like,
try it,
come
man. I
on.
was like, sit your head.
Yeah. Put them away. No problem.
Sit on down.
Yeah,
You know
go
what I'm
work
saying? They
out
do it
too.
all the time, actually.
Thank you.
I love you too.
Thanks, N9ne.
It's a funny thing. It's a funny thing that happens. You know, it makes everybody laugh.
I want to talk about the Chiefs because clearly you're a Kansas City native, right?
Born
but
and
there's
raised.
such I guess a star, like there's such star power with the Chiefs, not just for the Super Bowl wins, clearly with the Taylor Swift tie, but I guess being a born and raised Kansas City Chiefs fan, does it feel great that it's like your time, whether you win or lose, it's still your time?
It's a wonderful time for our city because it was so many years where we didn't win, decades. You know what I'm saying? So we've never felt this before, and back to back felt like, oh my God, we're invincible.
Yep.
The Eagles don't have a chance. Y'all will never. Y'all don't match with us. And I'm in there like. I'm talking about we're in the front row for real at the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? We pay for the big seats. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, everybody can see us.
Yeah. Embarrassing.
You know what I'm saying? It was so brutal that I just started laughing like, oh, it was horrible.
Wasn't it like one of the worst gaps in points?
Yeah, man, it was horrible.
Yeah.
I
Bowl
think Tom
history?
Brady did it to us one time before. You know what I'm saying? And I was there for that too. I'm like, oh no.
Hey, maybe
But-
you're the problem.
But no, not me. Because once they have me, all the times I was performing and bringing them out,
That's when they was up.
that's when we was winning.
Yeah.
They didn't call me that year. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey man, you know.
It's not Tech's fault. It's Taylor Swift's.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
No, it's not.
She was there to see her man.
Her
It's
mans.
not her fault. It's the broadcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
They
pans
see
to her.
star power. They want to see her every reaction.
Yeah.
They showed Eminem in Detroit.
Yeah.
He's not there as much as her, though. I'm just saying.
Right.
She got the money to say, you know what? I'm going to hold that up and I'm going to come to every game. You know what I mean?
Support my man.
And that's all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people were just mad. They're like, we want to watch football. We don't want to see her. You know? She don't get no time.
But is there like a little cherry on top? At least I know you guys lost, but that the halftime show was Dot, and you have a relationship with
yes.
Kendrick.
Oh, yes.
And I guess having seen him, especially with when you guys collaborated, and even before he was like a star when
Yeah.
he was low key J Rock's homie and part of the crew, you
Yeah.
know, and you had J Rock understanding like the progress to Super Bowl stage.
So wonderful to be there and to see everybody say A minor. Like,
Yeah.
crazy. My fans, though, I know Kendrick's gonna bring you out. I know y'all gonna do Fragile.
You
think you're gonna take his 15 minutes
Hilarious.
and say, Tech, come on.
Because you're a guy.
Let's
though.
do Fragile. We've never done it.
Yeah. Never performed
No.
Fragile ever.
I do it on my show.
Oh, I love that record.
I will
Yeah.
say that would have been amazing.
I know. But I would have known like a year ago.
Did you practice?
Yeah, you got to rehearse.
You know what I'm saying?
You should have hit him though, like, hey, I'm a big Chiefs fan. I'll be there anyway in case you want to say what's up.
The top them, they always know I'm in the house. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
so
They're gonna
funny.
invite me on the stage like Tech, you know, come on, man. You know, you Chiefs fan, come on. No,
Yeah.
man.
I like how you know
His
your
time
fans
to
though.
shine, you
yeah,
know?
but
Yeah.
you know your fans are like Tech. It's
Yes.
it.
I know he's
It's
gonna
the
bring
one.
him out. He's gonna bring him out. I'm like,
bro.
that's wishful thinking.
That's so funny.
I love to see it though, and I do. Again, going back to that Fragile record, we played it on Power, and it was so awesome to get that often when we have acts like you, Tech,
Yeah.
and it's so outside of the mainstream hip hop
Right.
space, but you can still. It always almost shows me like if you wanted to, you could be running up all through this, but there's also part of you that likes to stay true to, I guess, who you are and that machine that you have built.
What I remember is y'all played it first. You know what I'm saying?
I loved hearing
And-
that record.
And it's not really that. I do what the records tell me to do. I do what the beats tell me to do.
Okay.
So when Mayday gave me the beat, they like, this is our song, but if
Yeah.
you want it, you can have it. I'm like, are you sure? Because this is a hit. You know what I mean? And I did it. It was on the radio.
Yeah.
Just like Hood Go Crazy. I
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
It said do it. I'm just not trying to do it every song. But if it comes to me, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Naturally.
I love
that. I'm not like,
Trying
okay,
to
I'm
fit the
gonna
mold.
do this one and this one's gonna go for the radio. I'm just doing music that moves me.
Yeah.
And I guess it's not a lot of times in between when it happens, but it happens when the beats come.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna rush it or force it, you know.
Are you really like Erykah Badu and an artist and sensitive about your
Are
shit?
you crazy?
Are you, if you hear someone be like,
When she first said that
yeah.
and the Tyrone live, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, me too.
same, let me
Say it louder.
Yeah.
And she knew who I was when I was on Rock the Bells tour. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
In Dallas, she came through where the lunchroom, you know what I'm saying, where catering is, and I was coming out. She's coming in. She's like, well, "Hey, Tech," and I'm like, She shook my hand. I gave her a hug. When I smelled my hand, it smelled like incense.
Like incense?
See, I knew you were smelling the bras. If you smell,
Yeah. Sniffer.
It smelled like it all day. I said, I ain't washing my hands today.
no, I wouldn't either.
Yo,
Erykah Badu shakes
that's
my hand.
Baduism on my hand.
But do
I
it.
see what Common's talking about.
This is before she made that scent that matches her.
Yeah.
This is way before
Her
that.
vagine.
Oh, okay. That's what
Yeah.
I was imagining you were smelling.
That's crazy.
No.
She didn't.
No.
Hey, Tech.
In that case, I would not be smelling my hand. hell you doing, girl? Sexual harassment.
Erica, what do you think this is?
Yeah.
No, that's so awesome. Hearing your stories is incredible, and I think that's what is so exciting about this album.
Yes.
That we get to hear more. We get to hear your
Origin story.
your origin story, your everything.
Yes.
From you. You know
Yes.
that's what's really important to me.
I think it's special. I think it's my best yet, but we don't want to call our babies ugly. You know what I'm saying? I love all my albums, but this one is like no other baby though.
Yeah.
You know, because of one producer, the chronological order of the songs, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you know, just
The
17
formative years
beats.
too. Those are the years that make
Yeah.
you who you are.
Yeah, man. And, you know, all verses by me. Never done that. And and what makes it really special is I got all my children throughout the skits talking to me about the songs.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a really special LP, and I can't wait for everybody to take it in. No Diddy.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying.
Special it is.
You can't say nothing no more.
Right?
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta say pause.
Pause and no
Diddy,
Diddy.
and
Yep.
it's like you
All
can't say
that.
nothing. I want everybody to take it in, not you. You know what I'm saying? Take in the music. You know what I'm saying? You gotta correct yourself.
You don't.
Yeah, I know, but
Take it in.
it's-
And I meant it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I stand on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Big Ben when he put the mic in your
You guys
face.
all just need to take N9ne.
All right, that's
No
pause.
Diddy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
nice. Get out of here before it gets crazy. They're gonna start flashing you to say thank you.
No, wait.
Right,
I have
right.
I have a question. Top 9 horror flicks.
Top 9 horror flicks. Let's go. Halloween 2, John Carpenter. Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Evil Dead 2. I think it was called Dead by Dawn. You know what I'm saying? Not Army of Darkness.
scared.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Oh.
2, Dennis Hopper.
The second one?
Yeah, 2.
The one that's like in the 2000s?
2. No, not in
Original?
2000. It was Texas. It was the first one.
Oh, the sequel of the first one.
Yeah.
You're hilarious.
The first one, and when it ends with him
I
in the
know,
street,
no,
you know
no,
what I'm saying?
I know.
But it's the second one with Dennis Hopper when he's chasing him and he's a cop. Hard one. You know what I'm saying? So that was 4, right? You know what I'm saying? You said 6? What'd you say?
9.
9.
9?
Because it's like 9.
Tech 9.
Okay, 9. Okay. Dennis Hopper. Okay, let's see. Bram Stoker, Dracula.
Is that the black and white one?
Yeah. No.
Oh.
No, not Bela Lugosi. Damn, I ain't that old. Bram Stoker, Keanu Reeves, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
I had it. Okay, Bram Stoker. I'm going through my whole thing.
It's
Hold on. The Exorcist.
I know.
The first one.
First one.
You know what I'm saying?
If you say Human Centipede,
No way. That's all that new stuff. And Faces
weird.
of Death and
Yeah,
all that kind of crazy stuff. No. I'm talking about horror flicks. Oh. Number 7. Days of Night. What was it? 30 Days of Night. 30 Days of Night. Crazy vampire
oh, I love vampire movies.
concept.
Yeah. Okay.
30 Days of Night
I need
in
to watch
Barrow, Alaska, where it's 30 Days of Night for real and vampires
Who's in
all
that
through
one?
the night.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
I forgot who's in it.
Oh, okay.
Any Hitchcock movies?
Hold on. I'm getting there. I watch. You know what I'm saying?
You got 2 left.
Yeah, I got 2 left, man. This is hard, man. Hellraiser.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Hellraiser. Which one? The first one.
Yep.
Hellraiser. All of them are really crazy.
Yeah.
One more. Let's see.
Scared.
I got to get a new one in there. House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, that's crazy.
Rob Zombie.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That's
Do
crazy.
you like any
That's
happy movies?
That's what I was gonna say. After I watch scary movies, I always watch like a Disney movie. So top 9 Disney movies. Go.
Something
Top 9 Disney.
Yes, go. Give me that.
Something happy.
Damn.
Bring up the mood.
The Lion King.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. This is hard homework. 9 of them.
Yeah, 9.
I know, 9 is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? It's nope. No, that Shrek is not a Disney movie.
No, it's not.
It's not a Disney movie.
It's a good one.
Still
though.
a happy movie though.
Yeah, it's a happy movie. Let me see. Moana.
Love it. I love Moana. Yeah, look at him. Look, yes.
Moana 1 and 2.
Yes.
Dope.
The second one, incredible. Sisterhood.
Dope.
Love it.
Dope. What is it called? Hocus Pocus 1.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
it.
that's a
Why'd
good
you
one.
get
Oh, that's a
the
good
Halloween
one.
vibe?
You know what
Yeah.
I'm
But happy.
saying? Nightmare Before
I knew
Christmas.
you were gonna-
Dark
You're
end.
going into the
Nightmare
dark
Before
one.
Christmas. Yeah, I got it. Let's see.
Five more.
Let's see. Lion King is crazy.
Come on.
Yeah.
Gotta
You know
be
what I'm
there.
saying?
Classic.
And the new one is crazy. You know what I'm
Mufasa?
saying? Mufasa is crazy.
Love it.
Mufasa is crazy. I love it. It's
My brother.
let's see. What? Oh, Barbie.
Barbie's not Disney.
That's your dad.
Did y'all see
Warner
Barbie?
Brothers.
Yeah, I like
It's
Barbie.
good, it's
Yeah,
good.
That's good.
No, that's not it. This is hard
It was a
homework.
great. Yeah, it was great.
It is.
Three more.
What's my number 7?
Disney.
Fantasia.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yes.
The beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Mickey in the wizard outfit.
Yeah.
The Wizard out.
Yeah. I got that. We're Disney parents, you know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
Oh,
We've done
okay.
all the Disney cruises, you know what I'm saying? Disney
nice.
Dream, Disney Magic, you know. We did so much Disney, we had to go to Royal Caribbean, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. Damn, y'all.
Bruh.
Damn. What else on Disney, man? I'm going through my whole little discography on my TV.
All the cassettes.
You get the brown vote if you say Coco.
No. What is that?
Coco.
Coco.
Bruh.
With the guitar. The guy
The
playing-
only Mexican Disney movie we got.
Yeah.
I like Encanto. I don't know.
Oh, Encanto. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Encanto.
Yeah.
Encanto. Let's see.
One more.
Frozen.
Let's see. Frozen is dope with Elsa and Kristoff. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. I know those names.
Yeah.
You do.
That's crazy. I knew that. You know?
I like it. This helps out the scary
Damn,
movie
give me a
stuff.
good one for 9,
Toy
dude.
Story.
What
Toy
else I
Story.
got?
Story.
No.
Finding Nemo.
Monsters, Inc.
Monsters,
Up?
Inc.
What about Up?
No.
Incredibles.
No.
Pocahontas.
No.
The Little Mermaid.
All those are good. All those are
Mulan.
good.
Mulan is sick.
Let's see.
Maleficent. Snow White.
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice not Disney.
No.
No.
Hold on, y'all. Stop.
We're messing him
Told us
up.
to help you. Star Wars is Disney
Star
right
Wars?
now.
Yeah. Hold on. Damn. What's the one with the ants? You know what I'm saying?
Ants.
And
Bugs Life.
Bugs Life. What's it?
Bugs Life.
That's
there you go.
Pixar.
Bugs Life. Bugs
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah.
There you go.
With all that ass.
Yeah, I went to the movies to see that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go. All
I
right.
got kids, man.
You did it, Tech9.
Man.
Just- got there.
Don't do no more, man. Please. Love films. You know what I'm saying? Like
Top 9 love film.
Romantic comedy.
romantic films. You know what I'm saying?
Tech9.
The Notebook. You know?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tech9, thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
We
Thank
appreciate you. Legendary all day, every day. We just love that you came through. So
Thank you, man. This was wonderful. I appreciate y'all.
You're really
Appreciate
funny.
you.
Thank you, Tech.
All right, so to show you our gratitude, you will now see some areolas.
Oh, from who?
Jose. He's here. He's like, hold on, where'd I get?
I'll show my wife.
Power
We
window
will show you
6.
9 areolas.